Hey everyone.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
Doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good. It's a good day to be an Ergonaut.
Yeah, like every day.
Every day. Every day's a good day to be an Ergonaut. Pishti, congratulations on 6.0 release and 6.1 release. That's fantastic. Amazing feat.
Right, so everything released. I'm working with miners, and yeah, everything is good at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it only brought the chain down for what, 2 hours, right?
Sorry?
It only brought the chain down for about 2 hours with that new release. It's a
No.
joke, Kushti. Ergo doesn't go down. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, no any downtime. So yeah, we are good with everything, and yeah, let's see how voting will go. So in case of success, we will have activation
Right.
of
In the
6.0 around October, and we can actually have hopefully sub-logs more or less ready by that time, right? So like
that'll be awesome.
Mid October, late October. Let's see. But we can start injecting nodes in internet. Somewhat, yeah, higher subs, but yeah, at diamond and after some yeah, I think in somewhat we can start into the public.
All right, you should be able to.
Then yeah, well,
you're glitching a little bit, Kushti. You got some bots running? Shut down the mixer, shut down the other stuff.
so yeah,
there you go. That's better. I think.
1 second.
Right.
A lot of work at the moment.
I bet.
1 second.
Yep. So with 6.0, you've with the mining pools, they do not need to change any parameters if they vote yes, right? That's how you wrote this one. So if they want to vote no on it, they have to enter a parameter into the node. If they want to vote yes, then they just run 6.0 and they're good to go. And voting should be done on, what is it, October? Is that October? No, sorry, not October. July 12th or July 11th? Something like that?
Yeah, beginning of the voting, and then yeah, well, if there will be enough votes in 1 month and a half, right, like 90+%, and yeah, we'll have then delay for activation for another 1 month and a half for everyone to better update, but it's not necessary for this update. So it's really soft. So if you run 5.x node or even 4.0.100 something, then yeah, well. Everything will be fine. So for 5.x nodes, yeah, your node will just skip validation of new scripts, and that's it. So it will validate all the current scripts even.
So no sub blocks on 5.0 nodes at all. It would just ignore them.
Yeah, and they also ignore the new parameter, the voting for changing number of subblocks per block on average. Yeah, so this is the new votable parameter injected into 6.0 logic, consensus logic. But yeah, well. Thanks to the art of soft forkability, 5.x nodes will just skip this parameter and voting for changing.
Have you ever had a soft fork vote that was close, or has it always pretty much been a landslide? like, you know, something where it was going to be close whether something would pass or not.
We had a couple of soft forks before, right? So EAP27, which yeah was quite soft like this one. So it's
Nothing controversial where 50% of the miners had it one way, 50% the other, or close to that.
Oh, it was about 90+% as well. So
Right.
so soft forks require for 90+% of.
Oh, 90% for soft forks.
Yeah. So 50% just to change non-critical parameters like
Wow,
block
okay.
size and so on. But yeah, for soft forks, you need for 90+% to avoid appearance of Ergo Classic, something like that, you know. So I mean,
Ergo Classic.
even if you have like 20% disagreements, 15% initially it was for Ethereum Classic, yeah. So no, it's better to avoid. And yeah, so for Bitcoin Cash, I believe it was also something like that. So yeah, we require for 90+% agreement.
Awesome.
For soft forks, not just one half, because then you may have I don't know, even 60 versus 40 split, right? And
Yeah.
well, such split is still kind of annoying, probably, right?
40% is quite a few bit of people. Yeah, for sure.
Very divisive, but yeah, well, if you require for 90+%, then yeah, there is a little chance. Well, another fork will survive.
Yeah. Well, if Mark's listening from the SIGs mining pool, we've got a double job there. We got to do a Padilla vote first, and then you can implement the 6.0 node on the thing. So it's a double vote essentially. By the DAO first, and then to implement.
What's going with Sigmanauts mining pool? So is it open to more experiments like FIMO and so on?
Yeah.
Yeah, FIMO, right.
Yeah, 100% fair initial mining offer. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Right now we are working on, Cheese got us a new build of storage rent, and Mark's spinning that up on testnet just to make sure everything's going to go okay. Just, you know, storage rent tool is, you know, sometimes it takes a little nudging to get it going great, but we don't want to put that on the main pool until we're sure. So he's firing that up on the testnet. We have to ask Cheese to build us a 6.0 node for storage run as well. So we're going to work on that. But yeah, it's going well. Going very well. Love the SIGs pool. If anybody's mining out there, join the SIGs pool. It's more than a pool, Kushti. It's a community, I should say.
Yep. And well, it's truly ergo oriented. So actually, we can try some new things with Sigmanauts in the first place. So
yeah.
With 6.0, there will be better support for side chains, including trustless two-way packed matched mine side chains. A lot of words, but yeah, it's a really cool thing. Not quite possible in the world of Bitcoin or Monero, but possible here. And then, yeah, there will be support for efficient trustless relays for Bitcoin and Bitcoin-like blockchains, right, and so on. Yeah, well, as anniversary is coming, yeah, some announcements also coming in regards to that, and yeah, well, here I think Sigmanauts mining pool also can help with experimentation, right, and getting the Ergo ecosystem to the new frontiers.
Yeah, 100%. What do we have for? Andy wanted us to remind people, speaking of that kind of stuff, that the Ergo hack videos are being released today, yesterday, tomorrow, throughout the day. So make sure you check up on those. You watch everybody's hard work on the Ergo hack. If anybody's ever done an Ergo hack before, it's a lot more difficult than it sounds. You have a limited time to do something in, so basically you ignore your family and your life for how many ever days it takes just to get something done. You know, typically in a normal coding experience, you run into always something that sticks you, right? That you can't figure out, or it's just not working like you think it's going to work. So in a normal environment, I just set that aside and go on to something else. But in an Ergo hack, you're like, nope, got to finish this to make deadline, or else it just is not going to work, kind of thing. So it's a lot of work that all these developers put in to Ergo hacks to get things rolling. So go ahead and watch their videos, see what they're doing. And hopefully, since this one is based on AI, you might get some ideas that says, hey, you know, if people that aren't devs or they're hobbyist devs can do these complex apps that interact with the Ergo blockchain, maybe you can too, kind of thing. So don't shy away from that and check out those videos. But Ergoversary, I just got done recording a video with our own Dan the Man from Japan, how he praised Ergo blockchain for enabling you know, his winter protocol, which can do on-chain, what are they called? OW something assets. I can't remember. I was up late last night. And how Ergo enabled something like that, and why they chose Ergo. So that was a lot of fun to interview him. A quick 30-minute interview. So please check that out. On July 1st is the Ergoversary. We are going to do a special AMA 2 days early on July 1st. It's going to be myself, Kushti, Joe, and who was the fourth? I've forgotten who the fourth was, Andy. Maybe Andy can text me. But I'm pretty sure there were 4 of us. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Who was the fourth, Kushti?
Maybe Dan, I don't know.
No, what's it, Dan? I can't remember.
Canon.
It was Dan. It was Dan. Yep. Okay. So it's me, Dan, Joe, and Kushti.
But
I think we reached out to them. CW reached out to CW as well, but he's in Australia, so poor guy needs some sleep, I guess. You know what?
Yeah. So would be funny to have 5 or more even people like round cool. Table, but not sure about connection issues. We can try at some point, and anniversary is coming, so be ready to spend some time on July 1st to watch videos, watch MA. I guess we will have some community chat also, our Telegram.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
The Telegram Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, prepare your drink, like tea, I don't know, coffee,
call in to work that day just so you can watch all the things. Focus on Ergo only.
And be ready to have fun around July 1st. Like we had a lot of fun. Actually, not really. 6 years ago.
6 years, that's crazy, Kushti. 6 years old.
Yeah. But it's actually quite amazing. I mean, living through those 6 years and seeing that, new people are coming all the time, right? Proposing some things you haven't thought about even, and they're doing something.
I think it's commendable that Ergo has stayed true to its ethos for 6 years amongst all the crap that's come down the pipe and all the temptations, I would say. I mean, how tempting is it to do back-end deals with, token supplies and those kind of things? And I know it's hard for Ergo just because, we were a fair start. And the only good place to get stuff is exchanges, right? Or directly from miners. So it's a little harder for that kind of thing to happen, but I think it is commendable, and it speaks to Ergo how in 6 years it's only gotten stronger in its resolve of what it is and how it functions and what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and how basically all the issues got resolved somehow, right? For example, if There are some issues with centralized exchanges. Basically, hate fairly distributed assets these days, right? Well, they simply prefer some, well, straight rug pulls, meme scams, fart coins,
Well,
or
it's hard
all
for central
nonsense.
exchanges to extract value and liquidate shorts and longs if they don't have a big chunk of the supply themselves, right? So
Right, but yeah, I don't know. Finally, I think well, they will get into issues, right? Because of that, especially well, when we have more and more, well, straight rug pulls, even not from like small scammers, but yeah, I mean, pretty. Big so-called blockchain projects now going through VC rug pulls like Mantra and recently RWN Rowan somewhat, I don't know, so it's got minus 90% because kind of owner of the project, I mean, which is already does sounds pretty horrible, right?
yeah.
I mean, among all the marketing gimmicks in regards with decentralization and so on, yeah. So we have some owner which is dumping straight like minus 90% in a day. And yeah, before there was another VC rug pull when it lost like 95% in 1 hour because of coordinated
Yes.
VC rug pulling. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, so centralized exchanges love that, and yeah, getting back to the initial point. So yeah, well, Ergo community then went to the road of bridging, right, to well blockchains with some liquidity already there, like Cardano, Ethereum, so on, Binance Smart Chain, and yeah, there will be more and more. And then, yeah, well, Rosenbridge is going to be, I believe, its own vault, right, with multiple
Right.
blockchains connected. It would be a kind of a savior for many blockchains, actually, right? So these days, if you're for many blockchains, actually, right? So these days, if you're you blockchains, so bit of to be mostly paid to centralized exchanges in case of
Marketing fee. Yeah.
a fair launch, yeah, like we had to do with Ergo, because yeah, back in 2019, yeah, it was quite obvious that yeah, you cannot get listed for free, right? You need to pay all those. So yeah, I guess yeah, most of the treasury actually was paid to centralized
Yeah.
exchanges.
I mean,
It
that's a
was
that
disaster, but it wasn't avoidable, right?
yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah,
that's a
now
beauty.
these days you can launch blockchain, and the only thing you need is to basically do Rosenbridge integration, right? And you can do it for free, just
Yeah.
do the
Exactly. That's
integration,
what I
and
was,
then yeah.
that's what I was going to say. That should be a clear indicator to projects, right? When they look at how to spread themselves over other ecosystems or access via exchanges, look at an exchange, right? Even a project like Ergo, who says, "Look, not Coinbase, Kraken. Look, we have devs, community devs, core devs that are willing to do all the work, right? The exchange is like, nah, no thanks, no thanks. Whereas somebody like Rosenbridge has released documentation that says, oh, hey, you want a bridge to all other ecosystems that we're connected to? You want backdoors to exchanges? Here you go. Here's how to do it. So, I mean, I think once, that hooks on to people and they see that, at least devs seeing that, or chain creators, I think that's going to be the obvious pathway to adoption there. Yeah, and then especially when when Rosen starts doing vaults and fast lane and direct on ramps, I think that's a game changer for sure.
Right. But yeah, so for new chain, you may have cross chaining and liquidity pools everywhere since day one, and it would be good for first months at least, right? Quite enough. So it is definitely better than what we had in first 1 year, actually like 14 months before Gate.io. What we had is just terrible exchanges with drunk support like Tidex.
Drunk? You say drunk support?
Yeah, so I mean the supporting dev was just drunk. I mean,
well,
quite.
I don't know if it's